What could the US have done in Afghanistan otherwise instead of downright midnight retreat? Yeah, so I think you're referring to the fact that they left the Bagram Air Force Base overnight without informing the Afghans. They just disappeared in the night. That's what they did. And of course, they have vanished from Afghanistan. They are almost in the process of concluding their vanishing act from Afghanistan. I think they are planning to depart by the 31st of August. Today is the 28th. So a couple of days left, 2, 3 days left for that. So, what could the Americans have done differently? The world is seeing this as a botched up operation. The Americans are looking very bad right now. Joe Biden is looking very embarrassed in front of the cameras, etc. It looks like a humiliating defeat for the Americans. But the fact is that they chose to leave in this manner. So they are willing to look stupid, to look foolish, to look embarrassed, humiliated, etc., for the sake of some kind of long term geopolitical game. It is very clear that they could have chosen to leave in a different manner. They could have taken another 3 months to leave. It was their choice to leave right now in the manner that they did. They could have waited another 3 months, another 6 months, another 2 years if they wanted. No one was stopping them. They chose to leave in this manner. So what could they have done differently? They could have waited another month before they left, and they could have made a list of all the people who could be targeted by the Taliban after the Americans leave, and they could have taken those people out of the country slowly, gradually, in a orderly manner, as opposed to the chaotic scenes you're seeing at Kabul airport right now. People are desperate to climb over the walls of the airport, and the American soldiers are pushing them back and throwing them into the ditch and all that. So these are the people who actually have American visas, special immigrant visas and all that. These are people who worked for the Americans as translators or as very staff in the embassy, or in various other capacities. So most of these people have American visas. So if these visas were issued, then the Americans could have waited another month or 2 months, and they could have evacuated all these people and ensured that everybody gets to leave instead of leaving them behind the way they are being left right now. So this is one thing that they could have done differently. And I don't understand why they had to leave the Bagram Air Force Base overnight. If they had held on to the base, then that could have helped them in the evacuation process. So there are many things they could have done differently, but they chose not to do it that way. They have made a conscious decision to leave in the manner that they have left today. So there is a reason for that. As of today, we don't know what is the reason. One can only guess at what the reason could be. One can only speculate. It will be more clear maybe a decade down the line. But there is clearly um, a certain plan which we are currently seeing in action.